The following program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
Hi, we are getting ready for our next shoot. We are going to Kahawa Sukari to meet Alex, who runs Kijiji Cuisine, and he's going to tell us more about the catering business and how he's been able to survive these tough times. Welcome to The Grind. My name is Violet Njoki. Hi, so we're here. Let's go and meet Alex. So Alex.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Let's kuja kwako.
Karibu sana.
To learn about your catering business. Before we go on, personally I know you, but our audience today doesn't know you. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
All right. My name is Alex Milenye. I'm a chef and I'm also the CEO of Kijiji Cuisine Group Limited. Kijiji Cuisine Group Limited is an outfit, catering outfit that has several arms. One of the arms is we do on-site and off-site catering. We do industrial catering, we do corporate catering, and we do private functions as well. Lately, we've since extended to open a restaurant called Gigi's Lounge, where guys can just, especially families, can just come and have a good time on a weekend or even a weekday. Then we also have an online app called Kijiji Fresh, Kijiji Fresh, where guys can order fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and even fresh meats. And those fresh meats can be marinated for you on a marinade of the chef's choice. Wow. Yes. So
you've gone all out.
We've gone all out because the opportunities in the catering industries are vast. Yes.
So before we even talk about Kijiji Cuisine, the details in K, can you tell us how it started when it comes to financial startup? Like, did you just decide one day umeamka sema naanza kupika?
Wow. I don't know. I never had passion per se in catering business. So I had just finished high school. Then I was just sitting in the house, and my dad came over, and he told me there's a friend of his who has a school, or not really, a hotel in Mombasa, and is offering training for free. And here I was. I'm still waiting for my results. So my dad took the advantage. Really, I didn't want to become a chef or something. Yeah, my dad took the advantage, and you know, that I was in the next bus tomorrow to Mombasa. So when I got there, I was really confused because I didn't know, you know, even to cut. Using a knife and all those things. In fact, I didn't even know chai ikiiva in a card. Wow. That is how bad it was. Yes. Then slowly I started developing the passion, and then I stayed there for 1 year. Came back to Nairobi. So when I came back to Nairobi, I was lucky to be employed as a steward. Wale watu wa kuosha, you know, kuosha floor at NAS Airport Service, because they gave me just a recommendation letter, and that recommendation letter was from Mombasa, Bahari Beach Hotel. So I was able to, you know, use that recommendation letter to try and look for a job, and the least I could get is, you know, a steward for Bosch. So as I was stewarding, I decided, let me go to school. So then I went to, back then it was Kenya Polytechnic, but right now it's called Technical University of Kenya. TUK, yes. So did my, you know, my course down there. Then now the passion became overwhelming. But I was still working. The one day in 2013, I decided to quit my job. But I quit my job, but I didn't know where I was going.
Wow, okay.
Yes, I didn't know. Yes, I didn't know. Actually, when I was quitting my job, I don't know whether they will get to see this. When I was quitting my job, I told them I was going to school. I was going to improve on, increase my knowledge, So, but literally I didn't even know where I was going. So I remembered I used to be in music industry.
Yeah.
So I went to knock to Princecom and I told them, hey guys, I left Jobo and I don't know where I'm going, but I need to get busy. So they took me in again as a manager for a certain artist. It was called Didi, the Olenkodi hit maker. So I worked there for 3 months and I said, no, let me try something. So as I was doing the management, every Sunday in church, I took some young people and we started a project called IGA. IGA was, its initials for income generating activity. So since I had a background in hospitality and food production back in Mombasa and now in Tuk, so I was teaching them to make mandazis and, you know, it could make money for them every Sunday. Then we thought, a few four friends who were doing that, we thought, can we just start up
a business?
Yes, a business. Then we called ourselves Saintsville.
Saintsville.
Yes, Saintsville. Yes, because there used to be a dance group. That dance group was called Saints Dancers.
So
yeah, I remember, yes. And that was their manager. So we took it up and we just added a little gist to it and Saintsville. So we were Saintsville and we were catering for guys to let a juice church, Sunday, nini. So one day we got a jobo. A friend of ours told us, imagine on a birthday. Then we went and did, catering. So hey, we're like, hey, we can. But then we don't have a spoon, we don't have, we don't have anything to be precise. So when we did it and it was successful, then word started going around. Okay, all these friends of mine, they, you know, kind of worked out because...
Wait, they worked out on the business?
Oh yeah, okay. Them, they, you know, everyone has their own dreams in life. Yes. So me, this is what I know. Being a chef is what I do. So I had to keep on pressing on. So that is how really, so things started shaping.
So the savings that you made from Saintsville, is it the one that funded you to rise Kijiji?
Really? We never made really savings per se. What I can say is that when we are starting, the deposits that the clients used to make, because we used to ask for at least 50% deposit. So in that deposit is when we used to say at least what to buy spoon, what to buy kusufuria, what to buy. Yes, so we went on like that as we accumulated the equipment and yes.
So the name Kijiji Cuisine.
Yeah.
You started with Saintsville but moved to Kijiji Cuisine. Even when it comes to a business, branding is key. Why did you change from Saintsville to Kijiji? Okay,
Saintsville, first of all, it doesn't relate with the local Mwananchi. When you hear Saintsville, you'll think of Edenville and, you know, those names. So it wasn't relatable with them. Common Mwananchi, and we wanted something that would relate with the common Mwananchi. And also our food that we are doing, literally it is village food, but we wanted to modernize the village food, you know. So we were moving from, you know, just being, you know, just village food now to contemporary. And we thought a Swahili name would do, and a Swahili name would be Wajisti. So village Kijiji. Yes. And of course through growth it became Kijiji Cuisine Group Limited.
So when you talk about Kijiji Cuisine, it's all about food in its entirety. So tell me the process of, like, our clients want you to cater for them. What is that process that they have to go through so that you can actually, at the end of the day, you cater to them and they're satisfied by the end of the day?
Well, it's literally such a process. Some clients get to learn about us on Facebook. Some clients, mostly our client base is about referral. The other day I was so happy when a client called me and we had served them our first ratio in 2013. 2013? Yes. Wow, that's like 10 years. And a client called me and told me, you know what? You did our ratio. Now our kid is turning 10 years and we want to do a birthday for him. So basically it's just word of mouth is, I tested your food and I need you. So the client makes a call. Then we listen to the client and the client tells us their needs. So they would say, I'd like a kind of menu like this. For example, it's a wedding. Let me take an example of a wedding. So I ask them which cultures are getting married, and if it is a Kikuyu wedding, then I know which, yes. So in short, we tailor-make that menu for the client. Then we'll do a catering order form. Yeah, so we send to the client the catering order form. He or she looks at the menu that we have tailor-made and the pricing. And, you know, of course, someone can negotiate. Then they return that to us. And they say, we okay. Then on the catering order form, there are also notes to capture. Maybe there's diabetic people and renal people in that guest list, and Nini, we need to cater for them. And so we note that on the catering order form. Yes, then of course now they make a deposit. And then when they make a commitment, we sign a contract and a catering agreement. And yes, and we have, that's, yeah.
You start from there.
We start from there. Then I don't know, should I explain now on the event day or?
No, before we even get to the event day, when they make the deposit, is this the money that you use to buy the product that you will need there, or how?
Okay, first of all, there's a deposit, non-refundable deposit for 20%. Then at least 1 week before the event, you make the payment up to 85%. So the 85% is at least the money we use for production. This money is able to be used for production. It's able to pay the chefs. It's able to cater for transport and any other overheads in regards to that particular event.
Yes.
Yes.
To the catering business that you offer your services, do you like give them like, do they have to tell you, I have a 10 packs, I have a 50 packs, I have 30, and how does that work?
Well, over the years, we've experienced challenges with clients when they say packs, because a client can tell you 10 packs, and it's okay, because you've invited 10 people, but the 10 people will come with one of them will come with a kid, the other one the friend, and the numbers definitely would go up. So if you tell me it's 10 packs, yes, I'll charge you for 10 packs, but in my production, I will do a plus or minus. Yeah, so it depends on the numbers. Maybe for 10 packs, I'll do plus 5. For 1,000, I'll do plus 100, so that I cater for that extra. Yes.
And when you cater for the extra, before even we talk into the pricing, does that also factor that it may change your price, or the price will change as you had talked?
Okay, the price, when this is now for me because of my brand. You can imagine the client told you 10 people and you catered exactly for 10 people and they came 15. And you start telling these 5 people there's no food. You know, they will not understand that you had a conversation with the client, because then they're guests and they have been invited and they expect to eat. So it will be a bad name to you. So usually what we do, we have to have extras every time, and it does not affect our pricing. When you tell you it's 10 packs, this amount of money, it's 10. That's it. Okay. Yes. Oh,
interesting. So you're going to take a short break, but when you come back, we're going to talk about what are the government protocols that you need to follow so that Kijiji Cuisine can stand and continue to catering to other people. You're going to be right back. Welcome back to The Grind. For those who missed the first part, my name is Violet Njeki, and today I'm joined by Alex, the CEO and founder of Kijiji Cuisine, a catering business that has taken over Nairobi and its environs. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So Alex, before we went on a break, we said that we will talk about the government protocols. When it comes to a catering business, do you need licenses?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Which ones are you working with?
Okay, first of all, you need a business permit. Of course, every other business needs a business permit. Then nowadays I see they've unified them. So if you're getting the business permit, you get one that has for fire and health.
There's a fire license?
Yes.
Wow, okay. That's it.
Yeah, so then you of course need, if you're planning to incorporate the business, so of course you need an business corporation certificate. Yeah, mostly for limited companies. Yes, and when you're going further and there's a HISAP certificate, then also you need, when you're moving food around, you need a license for moving food around. Yes,
wow,
that's why.
Okay, that's new. I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yes, and also if you're into tendering, you probably must have a tax compliance certificate.
Oh, okay.
You need bid bonds certificates. You need what other thing? Yes, you
need a couple of things.
A couple things, yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So for Kijiji Cuisine, we talked about your clientele being reached out by word of mouth. Is there a target audience that you target when it comes to your clientele, or any person is open for Kijiji Cuisine?
Well, really, we don't have a target audience per se, but I could say mostly, currently we are moving into the middle class because, yeah, our brand is out there, and of course we have a cutoff in terms of the amount of money that we're charging.
Yes.
So we are moving slowly to middle class, but we do anything food from 2 people to 5,000 people.
You can
so
a dinner for 2.
Yes, yeah.
That's birthday and anniversary. Yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to pricing, how do you price to know that for this guest, for this, what they need here, this is what I will charge? And is it constant, or you can go talking about it?
Okay, we don't have a constant price because our pricing is advised, one on the location where the event is, then also advised on the number of people and the time for menu. So when someone reaches out to us, we give them 3 options. So we usually have a platinum option, a bronze option, and a silver option and a gold option. So where you fit is where you choose. So our pricing is not really constant.
And
it's
what
advised
is the
on so many
range?
things. We charge the price range depends also because are you coming to have we are talking about the catering business, yes? Not the restaurant. So the catering business, the price range, like I said, it depends. And it's advised on the number and the menu that we are offering. Yeah, so I can't really say our price range is from this much to this much because it's so dynamic.
Yes,
it's so dynamic. It's advised on so many things. Yes.
Okay, so when you talk about catering business, even as a whole, there are challenges that you face even when getting to clients or even transportation. What are some of the challenges that you faced running Kijiji Cuisine from when you started up until now? Okay,
when we were starting, we had challenges, especially even in transportation, because we had to transport food with sufurias and all that. And when we progressed, we discovered that, you can buy things that are called insulated food transporters. The insulated food transporters, they help to keep the food warm until to the destination. And of course, tulikuwa na sabna sufuria, at least then we discovered yes, kama wale wa then we discovered, we can use food warmers. And nowadays we have a range of food warmers, from roll tops to the regular ones and even to the golden ones, see-through, all that, just to keep food warm. And another challenge is, suppliers. Before we narrowed down to certain suppliers, it was a challenge because we wanaweza kuletea nyama and it's not of good quality. We wanaweza kuletea kuku and it's not of good quality. And so that was a challenge. So we kept on changing our suppliers until now we have a constant supply. And even back then we had a challenge of unajua nafika venue hivi because amuna enough equipment. Like you've gone to our kitchen, it's now a commercial kitchen. We rarely even use jikos because we have gas cylinders and all that. But before then, we unapika na jiko, so it's a bit slow. So even kufika kwa venue, mnafika kwa mmechelewa, mnafika ni harusi. Sasa watu yeah, but that is a challenge, but that we overcome, and for very many years now, we get to event on time, and and kiambia chefs food inatoka this time. Yeah, and also another challenge was transportation, because transportation in terms of nani anakuja kutubeba.
Yeah.
But we've since acquired a van that inatu help, unaona. So the van is there. Unajua ile ulikuwa unapigia dere, manze niko kwa road nakuja. Manze mse ako anasema niko bypass na saizo labda kwa Kitengele. So you imagine na atakumanage. So by the time anafika hapa, it's 1 hour later, and you see you'll chill out on the venue and stuff. So the challenges have been there, but with time we've managed to overcome the challenges.
So as looking at your profile, you've catered to a high number of top-notch people in the country. How were you able to build that?
Well, thanks to being a manager in the music industry when I was young. I think I started doing it when I was 18 years old, and we were a group of young guys in church. We formed a dance group. It was called Saints Dance Group. So Saints Dance Group was well known. We became very popular. At some point, we won the Malta Guinness Challenge Africa, and Spa. There's a dance challenge called Spa, and we used to compete a lot with a group called Igniters. So we were making networks then, because also these other celebrities were coming up. So met them those days. So of course, when they grew, for example, Bahati is not the Bahati
that
of 5-7 years ago, and he's still my friend, and we are his official caterers. Kabu Simon is not, probably the Bonfire Adventures, we knew them, but we used to meet back then in Kahawa West, and he was a good friend of mine, and now he has a big company, and what are you doing nowadays? I'm doing catering. Hey, Niaje, I'm doing this, come serve my staff and stuff, DJ Mo. And of course, the network has also grew, like we cater in a wedding, and that person likes the food and he works at a certain company. And like, I went to this wedding, I ate this food. Could we contact this guy for industrial catering? So to date, we've managed to serve so many celebrities and very many corporate companies. Actually, our main arm is corporate catering, because we've worked currently, we're just about to start. Currently, we're working with Greenlight. We've worked with Gradient Health. We've worked with
corporates.
Yes, corporates.
Your biggest
yes. We have very.
For you to get to cater for corporate clients, there's something that stands out in you, and there's competition in the catering industry. What is that one thing that Kijiji Cuisine stand out for, so that for it to beat competition? Okay,
first of all, it has to. Food is complicated.
Very.
Because I have Violet, who has the way she likes her food, and I have Lynette, there's a way she likes her food. So if you're able to sort Lynette, and Lynette is comfortable, and sort Violet, and Violet is comfortable, then you're having high stakes of maintaining the catering business. So that is what we've been able to capture. So less spice, because people are moving away from spicy foods, and guys are trying to live healthy because of the many diseases are there. So we are able to work on that, and of course our food is still tasty. Then there are also other menus that we've tailor-made that many of our competitors are not doing. And of course the presentation. And of course the marketing.
Definitely.
Yes, the illusion that we are creating, and the illusion is believable, because when you get to meet us, then what you saw is what you get. Yes.
So, and even with all that in mind, running a catering business, even now having a restaurant and the app itself, all this is business in entirety. What has that taught you as a person when it comes to entrepreneurship, and even to Alex as yourself?
When it has taught me that there's a lot of consistency that it is needed, and never giving up. In April, we celebrated 14 years. Kijiji at 14, yes.
Wow.
Yes, and the fact that we've been consistent from year one, we are in a microwave generation. We want to make money. We want to start something today, make money tomorrow. So the fact that I've been resilient and I've been patient, I've learned that things don't work
The way you think they do.
Yes, things work yani gradually.
Yes,
Pole. And even my advice to young guys, manze, it's a step at a time. It has taken me 14 years, and it doesn't mean yours will be 14 years, because also God creates paths for people. Some people, their path can be 4 years, but all I've learned is it's a step at a time, and it might take a while. To build a company is one huge, it's a big deal, because it's hard, because even to get to a point whereby you can work with a corporate company.
Yes.
Yes.
They can trust you.
They can. Yes, corporates, because corporates they work with brands. And akunanga kujulikana ati wewe ni aje na kujua. Ati kuna msana. It's what you give and the brand, because brands associates with brand.
Yes.
And to build a brand takes time.
Yes,
takes time to build a brand.
Yeah,
yes.
True.
Yeah.
There's something that I did ask you before. When it comes to running your kitchen, do you run it in its entirety, like you are the one who runs the hotel, who runs the app, who runs even here where you are today, or how does that work?
Well, a few years back, I was a one-man show. Like when you came in, you were like, oh the last time you cook, you're the one cooking, and today there are a whole lots of people in here. So I learned that people have different strengths, and I learned that yes, I have managerial skills, but I don't have complete managerial skills. So I have since brought in a manager as a partner, and my wife went to Utali College, and she has vast knowledge in hospitality industry. So she's the one managing the restaurant. Then I have a head chef who's managing the catering outfit. Then we have a general manager, managing director, Mr. Michael, who's now managing the whole outfit. So currently for me it's just to oversee. Yes. I think I should be the chairman of Kijiji Cuisine Group Limited.
Wow. You have everybody else under there.
Yes.
Alex is the show.
Yes.
So even Alex,
that's a dream though. Yes.
Even as we wind up, I would like to ask, is there a point that you got into, you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, this business is not going according to plan, and you were like, I need to have second thoughts about it?
Yeah, many times, and I've closed shop, and I've probably, because there's a time a friend of mine came to me and akaniambia, manzi, but a few years back, akaniambia, manzi, we only see you working, but you're not supposed to be, you're not where you are supposed to be. And that thing broke me. I closed shop. Wasa walikuwa Nicole, actually I changed my line. Yeah, na hii namba nimekuwa nayo for 14 years. Changed my line, and I really don't want to do this anymore, because I don't see myself getting into the next level. But then again, I also spoke to a friend of mine and told me, you know what? It's been 8 years since you started. Okay, that was 8 years, a few years ago. So it's been 8 years since you started. Do you know what it takes to even stay at a place in a business for that long? So that triggered me, and I woke up and I was back onto my feet, and I got new energy. Yes. And so it has always been just pressing on and pressing on and pressing on, and it is not easy. Yes.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for your insights on entrepreneurship and even running Kijiji Cuisine.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that it continues to scale the heights.
Yes.
Maybe next time we can go and see Gigi's Lounge. See what we have done in the place.
Yes.
And even have a meal or two.
Yes, you're welcome for lunch.
You're welcome for lunch.
And they've noted,
Yes, they've noted. Thank you so much, Alex.
Okay.
And thank you for giving us your insights and your advice to the young as well as we close up. It's a step by step.
Yes.
One word before
It's never easy. It's a step by step, and it takes years to build a company, and it takes years for a brand to be trusted. So keep moving, keep making those bold steps. And I know we're in a micro generation. Let's not thrive to make easy money. Be proud of your steps and be proud of your diligence.
Thank you so much, Alex. While Alex has told us that it's a step-by-step process. It's not a tunamka and you're good to go. No, it's a step-by-step. And remember that brand recognizes brand. Well, that is all we had for you here today on The Grind. Remember to talk to us if you want us to feature your business. Talk to us on 22047 or TV47KE on all our social media platforms, or Violet Njoki on all my social media platforms. Until next week when you go to another business, another entrepreneur, see you then.